Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about what is statistics, what are data, and what are the 5W's. So the broad topic here is statistics. And there are several ways in which you can describe statistics and better help you to understand. So when you think about a way of reasoning, we say statistics is a way of reasoning, and this reasoning can be deductive or inductive. Very soon you will know more about that, but for now it also helps us to collect data from raw material or whatever we have experienced. When we collect these data, we then use calculation to better analyze these data, and these data can be analyzed using the mean, the mode, the median, standard deviation, variance, z-score, and all the host of things we can do that with them. With statistics, it's also a tool, and this tool helps us to draw conclusions. So based on what we collected, we then graph it or summarize it, hence drawing a conclusion and making inferences for whatever can happen in the future. Alright, it also helps us to prevent bias, and this here is very important, as the more trials you run, the more experiments you carry out, is the less biased your results would be, because you've actually experienced it and not used theory to draw a conclusion. It also helps us to think logically, where we understand the whys of our context. We are able to show our information graphically using pie chart, bar chart. We can use stem plot, dot and leaf plot. We have several different diagrams that we can use. And after we show our context graphically, we can then analyze, observe, explain, and interpret whatever we have in context. And the context here is also in bold, because context is important in statistics, because without context we don't know what we are talking about. Alright, so let's move on. That's not the one. This one. So we spoke about data and the 5W's. So for data is basically you going out seeking information, and what you do with the information helps you to better understand what you found. Alright, so with data being collected, we have something that's known as the 5W's and how. So the 5W's and how of statistics helps to provide context of whatever it is that we are interested in. So the who, these questions, so the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how are questions that can be asked in several different ways. We cannot be exact or precise unless we have context. So if I ask you, what is the who of your study? There are several questions you can form from the one word, who. So who is it about? Who will use it? Who is doing it? Who will be the interpreter? We can have several different things that we can ask. So the what helps us to understand the variables that are within our data. The what helps us understand the importance. So what is the importance of this? What are the variables? Are the variables categorical? Are they quantitative? Or some would say, are they qualitative? So the what also brings a lot to the context. The when. When was this study carried out? When will it be used? And most times when helps you to understand the time of the study. And we talk about the where was it done? Where will it be used? Another where, or where did you get the information from? Alright, so the why, sometimes the whys are not stated, but if you understand the concept or the basis of wherever the information was taken from, you can tell us the why. So why did they do this study? Why is it important to this person? Why do we need to know it? And the list goes on to the whys you can ask. And the how basically tell you how the data was collected, how will it be used, how will it be interpreted, and there are different ways in which the hows can be answered as well. So here, someone summarizes and says, and I agree with them, that the who and the what are most essential, as it gives the most important information, or it gives most of the information from the context that you are paying attention to. Alright, so if we should talk about the how the data was collected, we can say they use survey, either online or paper form. They use graphs, and I mentioned some of this in the previous explanation. So pie chart, bar chart, dot plot, stem plot, histogram, and other statistical diagrams can be used in graphing. Documentation is basically the review of documents. So this can be from recordings, or it can be from past information. And the example I love to use is when students need accommodations, they always go to the counseling department or to some counselors or the admin staff, and these people will have to, or social worker, that's a good one. These people will have to go back to their historical data, review the document, track their record of grades, track their attendance, track their behavior, and to see, has this child shown any reason for getting accommodation in the past compared to now. So with that review of document, they'll better be able to help them to receive whatever they want. You can also collect data from recordings, interrogation, investigation, interviews, questionnaires, case studies. This is normally essential when doing background checks, and observation. So if you're asked by anyone of the statistics, you can simply tell them. It helps you to reason logically. You can graph whatever you have by showing it. Graphically, you can tell by giving interpretation or explaining whatever you found, and which helps you to better understand the context of your study. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how we use the 5W's and how to summarize or interpret a scenario given, where we can identify all the critical points from that. So with that said, thank you very much for joining. I hope this was useful for you. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to come and learn something. Always send your requests, leave your comments below, and I'll be happy to respond to you.